Crime Bureau, whatever you want to call it, as well. They've scrapped his. He's not recommended anymore by him. He's put them in the shit because his remit was to search the cross-sectional area of the bottom of the river to the top of the river. So his little machine had done all that. Okay, so he's so if there's something on the reeds or in the very very water, that's the police's remit. Oh, so you knew this was coming. So they've just made him out to be a scapegoat. So that's how they generally operate, the police. Any which way. So we're just waiting for the coroner's report. I mean, there's been stupid things on TikTok and, oh, the body was frozen. Somebody said it was only been in the water for 3 days. I mean, come on. Do you know who actually found her? It was a psychic from Oldham. It's pretty near to Manchester. I think he just said he had an inkling that, he was drawn to that area. Fair enough. Open-minded. That's probably a bit more sane than like 50% of the things that actually sound sane. I believe a bit in horoscopes and a bit in tarot, so if it works, then it's right. So if I read my horoscope at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, yeah, I know if somebody said, oh, you read it at the beginning, you'll try and mould your day into that, but often I read it 3/4 of the way through the day, end of the day, and it's pretty bang on, more or less. I mean, sometimes it's airy-fairy, but like major things, yeah, there thereabouts. There are some tarot things coming through on TikTok, obviously. I know there's the embedded hashtags, and if you like one thing, say like Coca-Cola, you just get bombarded by Coca-Cola videos. But anyway, some of these were raw, and I stumbled across them, and yeah, some of it was fucking freakily close, mentioning like the sexes of certain people that were against you with things, and yeah, bang on, it worked, and I even posted some of them on Facebook, yeah. So don't dismiss things like that as psychic. Then obviously, people have like energies and things, but I mean, my post is not about that. It's about mainly the guy being hung out to dry by the police. So then, I mean, coroners paid enough to be pretty independent, but she wasn't in the river. She wasn't by the river. She's obviously been put there 24 hours, 12 hours, and saying, or going back to the initial thing, like, yeah, the police said they've got all these Ring doorbell cameras and other cameras, and like, it was like, this kill zone, shall we say, probably the wrong word to use. The kill zone they're looking at in a military term is that, you're not telling me there was brick walls, there was open fields, there was trees. I mean, the bridge was busy and stuff and that, but nah. And down to where the body was found, I mean, you could see it was like 8 inch. You could see the bottom. So it's one big setup from the start. And you look at the husband, not right at all. Just fucking not right. Like, looking to the left and looking to the right, it's a well-known fact that psychologists know this. If you're looking to the left and we're looking to the right, one's relying on memory and one's on the creative side of your brain. So go figure. You can look at it back to front, turn it round, but just not right. And that nervous laugh, fucking hell. If that was somebody you'd been married to or even known for like maybe 4 weeks, and you'd be crying. You wouldn't be able to compose yourself like that. Fucking hell, I cried at that Hatcher, A Dog's Tale with Richard Gere. Any guy who says he's big and hard and this, that, and the other, And if you watch that without crying, and you've no soul or any feeling, because fucking, I was like nearly crying for the last half hour, just natural human instinct of which that guy, not a lot. So anyway, we'll talk about fucking. Well, no, we'll talk about eggs first. We'll talk about eggs, right? So there was no eggs pancake day. Oh, I thought, oh, it's pancake. Nah, there's no eggs because there's no fucking chickens. Do you know we killed 60 million chickens in December in this country? All right. So why isn't there a chicken shortage? What do you think the farmers did? Because they're probably only getting £2 each off the big supermarkets, but there'll be other wholesalers, other ways into the food chain. They've sold all them chickens, whether they've got avian flu or not, they don't give a fuck. Do you think they give a fuck? They're facing starvation at the hands of all the supermarkets are all in it together, aren't they? It's called an oligopoly where you've got 4, 5 big things. It's just below a monopoly, which, you've got the Monopolies and Mergers Commission. I mean, you can't go in Tesco and say, I'm not paying £2.75 for a tin of ravioli. Heinz ravioli, that's what they were fucking charging. So those guys up in Wigan with all the greenhouses across Ormskirk, they thought, fuck this, we're not losing money turning those greenhouses on. Mr. Carrot's here to say hello. Hey, mate. Yeah, I mean, I would have grown. I grew some chilies and stuff, but yeah, if you can be self-sufficient, yeah, my time will come again when I move and I've got a garden in the forthcoming future. But yeah, I'm all for self-sufficiency. It's right. See you, Mr. Carrot. Bye. So, like Mum and Dad said, I remember in the 80s, 90s, you only got tomatoes in the summer. But it's greed, you see, in this country. Greed and convenience. You give them tomatoes in January, the next January, they expect them to be half price. It's just the fucking way it is. Greed and money. I'm happy with fuck all. I've had 20 grand in the bank last few weeks. I've had like nothing, but it's okay, I'll survive. I'm fine. I'm happy. Not arsed. Really. And if you can be like that, you've won at life. Like that Drake and Tyson Fury bang. I lost £400,000 betting on. Right, the boxing match was rigged. I've knocked both them cunts out and I'm 48. Little bit heavier. Don't give a fuck. Fucking bullshit. It's all about money. So he said his purse was 7 million with Jake Paul, and he was going to give it all to Fury and pay his. It's not on a signed contract. It doesn't matter what you say. If it's signed on the dotted line, he's a shy. Not having a go at these journeymen, but he like literally fought somebody who was 0 and 40. Now fuck me. Fucking hell, how can you lose 40 on the bounce? You're in the wrong game. Giving him a chance. Bullshit. Like Tyson Fury never fought Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua said he's in it for the money. Yeah, I don't want to rock the boat. He'd get destroyed. He hasn't fought Deontay Wilder, who I don't rate at all. Fuck me, what is he like? 40 and a half stone, 15 stone with a massive swing. That's not boxing. He got schooled good time, and that took the piss all them fights, and then in fighting Chisora again. And then Mayweather was fighting this weekend at the O2 and it was empty or something. And why? He was fighting another, I don't know, YouTube, fucking TikTok or whatever, not even interested. But yeah, that last night was a shower of shit. All I did, and this is simple, people, you just wait half an hour and then just go on YouTube, yeah? All you need to type in is full fight, and whoever's fighting, Tyson v Bruno, and then what you need to do at the top is set your filter to the last hour, and hopefully, if they're a decent YouTuber, they don't put the fucking result on the title, because that just ruins it for everybody, innit? Sometimes I like to watch a match of the day, but I don't want to know the results, and I'll watch it. I don't even eat this carrot. I've got Sky News on there, yeah, but we're banging on about, it's going to escalate this. They're not happy, you see, we just swapped it tomatoes and peppers. It's all the fucking... Oh, and Morocco. Morocco's like had the worst winter ever. Well, fucking free market, innit? Thought we were supposed to be getting all this stuff from... we've got trade agreements coming up with South Africa and all these African countries, but they're not arsed really in this country. Other media just stirs it up. Even good news is bad news, isn't it? Imagine a day where you turned on the news and it was just all good news. It wouldn't shift a lot of papers, would it? Yeah, the Turkey earthquake, well, that's over now. That was sad. Life goes on. Just one thing to say, though. If you looked at that road, it was like a lake, a river, if you saw that video. That was scary. Why would you live with two tectonic plates meet? Holy fuck, they must know this. Okay, and if you're in, all right, California, the big one, it's in conjunction with the big volcano at the old, is it Yosemite, whatever it is. You know the one. The big super volcano. It was been on all the films, hasn't it, as well? Yeah, so obviously when the plates move down, it forces all the lava up. So you can get in conjunction an eruption after an earthquake. And then it's a tsunami. It's all good news, isn't it? But I mean, yeah, you've seen Superman 1. What was all that about? Lex Luthor with a nuclear weapon smashing it into the fault line to cause an earthquake. So Japan's in a... I mean, look at Tokyo, 30 million, going for 40 million. That's some massive place. You think Manchester's big at like 500,000? What? Looking at 80 times that. It's unbelievable. Some of these good videos, if you go on YouTube and type in